hidden truth about living in Rutland, England. What no one tells you. At first glance, Rutland looks like something straight out of a countryside postcard. Rolling green hills, quaint market towns, and one of the lowest crime rates in the country. As England's smallest county, it's often overlooked. But those who know it understand that living here is anything but ordinary. From its stunning natural beauty and top-tier schools to its surprisingly high cost of living and limited job market, Rutland is full of contrasts. So, what's it really like to live in this compact corner of the East Midlands? Let's uncover the truth about daily life in Rutland, what you gain and what you give up. Small but stunning. Rutland is often described as a postcard-perfect part of England. Located in the East Midlands, this landlocked county is famous for its natural beauty, picturesque market towns, and the impressive Rutland Water reservoir. It's no surprise that many visitors fall in love with the place at first sight. From the charming streets of Oakham to the elegant Georgian architecture in Uppingham, Rutland is undeniably photogenic. Despite being the smallest historic county in England, Rutland holds its own when it comes to lifestyle appeal. Green spaces are everywhere, and outdoor activities like hiking, sailing, birdwatching, and cycling are woven into daily life. Nature reserves such as Egleton and Lyndon offer a peaceful retreat, while the surrounding countryside invites exploration. It's a dream come true for anyone seeking the calm of rural life without venturing too far from civilization. For families, Rutland's schools are a major draw. The county is known for its high-quality education, including top-rated state and independent schools. Uppingham School, in particular, is one of the UK's most prestigious boarding schools, attracting students from across the country and beyond. This emphasis on education is part of why Rutland consistently ranks as one of the best places to raise children. The pace of life in Rutland is another attractive feature. Unlike cities where everything moves at lightning speed, Rutland offers space to breathe, think, and enjoy. The people here are more likely to strike up a conversation at the market than rush off to catch a train. That slower rhythm is part of its charm. Still, living in a peaceful, pretty place doesn't mean it's perfect. As we'll explore next, beauty often comes with a price tag, and a few compromises. Pricey and quiet. While Rutland is scenic and safe, it's far from a budget-friendly place to live. Property prices here are often higher than the national average, particularly in Oakham and Uppingham. Demand is high, especially among retirees and professionals who want to escape the hustle and bustle of larger cities. As a result, first-time buyers may struggle to get a foothold on the property ladder. Rental options are also limited. While you can find cottages and terraced homes to rent, the supply is small, and prices reflect that. It's not unusual for a modest 3-bedroom house in Oakham to cost more than a comparable home in nearby Leicester. That's a major consideration for young families or anyone on a tighter budget. In terms of daily life, Rutland is peaceful, sometimes too peaceful. If you're someone who thrives on nightlife, cultural events, and a fast-paced environment, you may find life here a bit too slow. There are a few lovely pubs and occasional village fairs, but don't expect buzzing clubs or major entertainment venues. Public transport is also limited. With no major train stations inside the county itself, though Oakham does have a small station, most people rely on cars. Bus services are infrequent, and getting to major cities often involves changing trains or long drives. For commuters, this can be a real consideration. Nearby cities like Leicester, Peterborough, and Nottingham are accessible, but not without some planning. And then there's the job market. Rutland isn't a commercial hub. While there are local businesses, shops, and public service roles, many residents commute or work remotely. Digital nomads and retirees may not mind, but for younger professionals, the lack of career options within the county can be a downside. Healthcare, while generally reliable, can also be a bit of a stretch if you need specialist services. You might have to travel out of the county for certain treatments or hospital care, although Rutland Memorial Hospital does handle routine needs efficiently. A close-knit community. Despite its quiet nature, Rutland has something truly valuable, a deep sense of community. In an age where many people don't know their neighbours, Rutland offers an old-fashioned kind of charm. Locals tend to be friendly, welcoming and proud of their roots. This pride shows in the many community events held throughout the year, from the annual Rutland County Show, which celebrates local agriculture and crafts, to smaller events like food festivals, arts exhibitions, and farmers' markets. There's always something that brings people together. Volunteering is common, and many locals participate in everything from church groups to conservation projects. For retirees or families with young children, this sense of belonging can be a major plus. It also helps that crime rates in Rutland are among the lowest in England, making it one of the safest counties to live in. Healthcare services are decent, with small but reliable facilities, including the Rutland Memorial Hospital. While you may need to travel for specialist care, most everyday needs are well covered. And let's not forget the local businesses. From boutique shops and artisan bakeries to quaint tea rooms and farm shops, supporting local isn't just a trend in Rutland, it's a way of life. There's a strong emphasis on sustainability, sourcing local produce, and building long-term relationships between residents and business owners. Community life in Rutland also tends to be intergenerational. You'll find children, teenagers, young professionals, and older residents mixing at the same events, from summer fetes to school concerts. It fosters a rare balance of tradition and togetherness that can feel like a breath of fresh air in today's divided world. And for those who do crave culture, you're never too far from it. Leicester is just under an hour away, offering theatres, shopping centres, and diverse dining. So while Rutland itself is quiet, cultural experiences are still within reach. Who Rutland is and isn't for. Living in Rutland isn't for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. The county attracts a specific type of person, those who value peace over party, nature over nightlife, and community over convenience. It's ideal for young families looking for safe streets and good schools, or retirees seeking tranquility without total isolation. Remote workers and creatives also appreciate Rutland for its inspiration and lack of distraction. But for singles in their 20s, job-hunting graduates, or anyone craving urban excitement, it might feel a bit isolating. The slower lifestyle can be frustrating if you're used to 24/7 supermarkets or same-day delivery. Services are there, but they operate on more traditional hours. And while the locals are friendly, newcomers can take time to feel fully integrated unless they actively participate in community life. The weather is typically British, unpredictable, and while the countryside is stunning, it's not always practical. Winters can be icy and roads difficult to navigate. That's worth noting for anyone dependent on public services or commuting regularly. Still, many residents say they wouldn't trade it for the world. What Rutland lacks in glitz, it makes up for in heart. Final thoughts on the real Rutland. Rutland often flies under the radar, and maybe that's part of its magic. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It's unapologetically quiet, comfortably traditional, and quietly proud. There are no big shopping centres, major sports stadiums, or global headquarters here, but there is beauty, community, and a quality of life that's hard to replicate in more urban areas. It's not an adrenaline rush, it's a deep breath. For those looking for a simple, meaningful lifestyle, Rutland offers something rare, a chance to slow down, settle in, and truly live. Living in Rutland is like stepping into a slower, simpler version of life. It's not flashy or fast-paced, but that's exactly the appeal. If you value peace, nature, and genuine community over convenience and nightlife, Rutland could be your perfect fit. A tiny county with a surprisingly big heart. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.